Donzo.
I am Deez. And we want to start this segment off by saying a big congratulations to the Las Vegas Knights in the NHL as they have won the Stanley Cup by dominating against the Florida Panthers. It is their first Stanley Cup win in only their 6-year existence. And hockey fans may remember they actually went to the Stanley Cup, I believe, or did they go to the Cup? No, I don't remember. I think they went there in their first year, but they got swept out. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Well, you may recall a few months back when the Las Vegas Raiders signed known heartthrob, former San Francisco 49er quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. And the ladies at the good old-fashioned famous Chicken Ranch offered him all the free nookie that he could handle. Now, it is not known as of yet as to whether or not he took them up on that offer, but the ladies have now doubled down, and they're invited to party as much as they want with a Nevada sex worker. And the quote is, "We here in Sin City love the Golden Knights more than life itself," Alice Little told TMZ Sports. "I cannot express in words the joy I feel now the team won their first ever Stanley Cup, so I'm going to express it through my actions."
Wow.
Little said she is offering the Golden Knights the most extravagant, orgiastic sex party at the Chicken Ranch brothel located in Parhump, just a few miles west of the T-Mobile Arena on the Las Vegas Strip. Dozens of ladies, myself included, are ready and waiting at the Chicken Ranch to treat the Knights to any and every carnal delight, and there will be absolutely no penalties for misconduct, she added. The brothel is all yours, boys. Free of charge. It's on me.
Well, okay.
I don't know if she knows what she's getting into with hockey players.
They're rough and tumble.
Yeah, they don't take no crap, especially the Knights. Knights, they absolutely dominated, got hot in the playoffs, and nobody could hang with them.
You know, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of pucks flying around in that brothel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I did there?
Definitely going to be some goals scored.
Well, if they don't take them up on that, I'd think less of them. I mean, I know some of them are probably married, not going to do it, but if you're a single guy, and those are good-looking chicks too, aren't they, Deez?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, typically the legal brothels out there, they don't. They don't hire the B squad.
They're not what you're picking up on Market Street.
Yeah,
at 2 a.m.
A little chef's kiss, top notch is what they typically go for out there.
Yeah, probably what and escorts. Well, we call them escorts or prostitutes, whatever. I mean, they're higher class ladies.
Typically,
they're very clean.
From what I've been told.
Yeah, I've never, and I never will.
We'd have to ask Hunter Biden. I believe he's the resident expert on.
Yeah, I mean, he's blown a lot of Ukraine's money on that.
Yeah.
So China's money too.
Yeah, our money too.
So talking about good news, right? Because I think that's good news. I think that's good news for the team.
Yeah, it's a good lighthearted story.
I know a lot of people that listen to the show don't condone prostitution, and we're not saying we condone it or condemn it either way. We're just, it's a funny news story.
Hey, they're not breaking any laws out there.
And what's that?
They're not breaking any laws out there.
They're not breaking any laws out there. They're not hurting nobody. So, good news front. Geraldo Rivera quits Fox News' most popular TV show and whines afterwards. Okay, so he quit the 5. He just announced he's got 2 more shows left with him running through the end of the month. So first of all, Fox News is screwed. Okay, when you look at what happened with Tucker.
Yeah.
Okay, they got rid of Tucker. They're down 2/3 in the ratings. They lost that core demographic, which I think it is 24 to 56-year-olds. I mean, PMSNBC is beating them. CNN's beating them. Of course, Tucker's getting how many millions and millions of views on his Twitter thing now?
Yeah, lots.
So Fox is in damage mode. So Fox is right up there right now with Bud Light. So I think one of the best things that Fox could have ever done is let Geraldo Rivera walk off. Geraldo Rivera was no more than Greg Gutfeld's punching bag. Had you ever watched The 5?
No.
Oh, I can't believe you've never watched it.
I mean, I've seen it on, but I don't. I've never in my life been one to just sit there and watch any news channel unless there's some massive story going on that I'm trying to learn about.
The only person at Fox News that I feel bad for, like legitimately bad for, that's of course taken an impact from this Tucker Carlson thing is Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah,
Greg Gutfeld's got Gutfeld at Night, which took over. He's the king of late night. I don't think he is now at this point, but he was doing really good. And he wasn't one of those Fox guys. He's a bit of a comedian, but he was doing really good. And he really got kicked in the jimmy with this one. So anyway, he's got the 5, and Geraldo Rivera was on there a lot. And he kind of runs the 5 for him. Jesse Waters was on there, but it was kind of lighthearted banter back and forth, and it get heated sometimes. And every time Geraldo Rivera would open his stupid mouth and say something stupid, as he always does, I mean, Greg Gutfeld would put the smackdown on him of a lifetime. Yeah. There was times he got in shouting matches. So anyway, Geraldo Rivera had this tweet. Morning, it's official. I'm off the 5. My last scheduled show appearances are Thursday and Friday, June 29th and the 30th. It's been a great run, and I appreciate having had the opportunity. Being odd man out isn't always easy. For the time being, I'm still correspondent at large.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving the network.
No, he's leaving.
He's just not going to be on that show.
He's leaving the 5. So hopefully that helps Greg Gutfeld and the rest of the folks on the 5 kind of, get some more viewers. But at this point, like I said, I'm comparing Fox News to Bud Light and Target at this point, as far as what they've done to completely obliterate their base.
Oh, yeah? Well, your dad buys Bud Light from Target.
Oh, yeah. People didn't like that, did they? That was funny, though. That was funny. We got a meme out there.
I've been mad at Geraldo Rivera since, I believe it was, 1984 or 5 when I wasted an entire night sitting there in the kitchen watching a 13-inch television that sat on top of the refrigerator with my dad, thinking that I was going to see the coolest thing in the history of the world when he opened Al Capone's vault and there was nothing in there but an old beer can and just some scattered trash. So he's been on my hit list for 30 plus years. Yeah, 40 almost.
That was one of the biggest cases of a journalist shooting themselves in the hind end.
Yeah, I mean, everybody tuned into that. It was going to be like I said, the story of the year, that this, they were going to open this vault and who knows what they were going to treasure, and maybe bodies, and yeah, there was nothing.
Look, let me tell you something. This is what I would have done, and this is what any responsible person would have done. They'd have flipped and looked in there, okay, before they. Why would they not do that?
Yeah,
I get that you want to make it. So this is what I would have done. I get that you want to make it something very special for the viewers.
You want it to look real, yeah.
The first time anybody's looked in there. Even if I was in Geraldo Rivera's shoes, I'd have grabbed somebody that I trusted and be like,
yeah,
dude,
crack
go in
this
there.
Thing open.
Just, I don't even want to see. Just go in there and tell me if this is a hit or a miss. Okay? Just go in there. You don't have to tell me what's in there. I want to be shocked. Don't even let me see the look on your face. Just come out and say hit or miss.
No, I agree. Well, but I would like to think that and I believe at the time it was WGN was the network that did it. They were probably like, no, we're doing this live because people are going to tune in. If it bombs, it bombs, but at least we're going to have good ratings tonight.
Oh, it bombed horribly.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
I've got another. We're going into the, I think we're going into the last segment of the show, aren't we? We're coming
next
right
one,
up.
Yeah.
We're coming right up. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
We can see the finish line.
We can see it. I got this story. American Justice: 69-year-old grandma with cancer given more prison time for walking inside U.S. Capitol than Hunter Biden for sharing classified documents with foreign regimes and multi-million-dollar bribery schemes. All right, this is from the Gateway Pundit. News broke on Tuesday morning that Hunter Biden agreed to plead guilty to multiple criminal charges. We went over this earlier.
Yeah.
After 5 years of investigation, the Biden DOJ found Hunter Biden guilty of 2 misdemeanors and 1 gun charge, which he's not even going to have to plead to. So, it goes on. Today's news was more evidence of the complete bastardization of the U.S. justice system. The serial criminal is slapped with misdemeanors, while Trump faces up to 400 years in prison on bogus document charges. Now let's get down to this. So, this is...
there.
Right there. Meanwhile, a former drug and alcohol counselor who has been sober for 42 years and helped thousands of addicts was arrested following the protest on January 6, 2021. She did nothing wrong. She's a 69-year-old grandmother. She's a cancer patient, and she went to prison for 60 days for walking into the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021 and taking a video. The DOJ accused her of trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. she was sent to prison by the regime. I want you to listen to that. Hunter Biden gets nothing. He gets a slap on the wrist. Not even a slap on the wrist. A slap on the wrist would have been a heavy fine and would have been a little bit of jail time. A 69-year-old woman who was literally ushered into the Capitol building. Think about that.